Hello everyone, we're going to go through the test today. So first question, we have Charlie invest 1,200 at 3.5 percent interest annual. So we're going to use our formula to work out compound interest. Is initial, so our initial amount multiplied by your multiplier to the power of years. So firstly, our initial amount is just 1,200. Multiply the multiplier. So to work out multiplier, we always start with 100%. Then since it's interest, so this means it's going up. So we're going to add 3.5%. So our new amount is 103.5%. Then we need to convert that into a multiplier, which is a decimal. By divide by 100, we have 1.035. So our multiplier is 1.035. Then to the power of year, which is 3 years. Then type into your calculator, you should get 1,330.46. So this is your solution. Question 2. We have Northern Bank has two types of account. Both accounts pays compound interest. So we have a cash saving account, which is 2.5% per year, and a share account, which pays 3.5% interest. We have Ali. So Ali invests. So similarly, to work out compound interest, we're still going to use our formula, which is our initial multiplied by multiplier to the power of years. So firstly, we're going to look at Ali. So Ali invests 2,000. So Ali's initial amount is 2,000. Then the multiplier, which is 100% plus 2.5, then which is 102.5. Change that into multiplier by divide by 100. So we know our multiplier is 1.025. Multiply by the multiplier to the power of year, which is 3 years. Type into your calculator, so we know how much Ali will get at the end of 3 years. So 2,000 times 1.025 to the power of 3. So we have 2,153.78. So that's how much will be in Ali's bank account at the end of 3 years. But with interest, who will get the most interest? So interest is our final amount minus our initial, which Ali will receive 153.78 pounds of interest. Then we're going to look at Ben. So Ben invests, so initial is 1,600. Then his multiplier, he's going to put it in share account. His interest is 3.5. So the multiplier is again 100 plus 3.5, which is 103.5. Then we're going to divide by 100. So the multiplier is 1.035. Multiplied by 1.035 to the power of 3. So at the end of 3 years, in Ben's account, he will have 1,073.95 in his bank account. So how much interest will Ben get? This is his final amount minus his initial amount. So he will have 173.95 pounds in his account. Therefore, who get the most interest? Ben will get the most interest. So you must state Ben gets the most interest. Because $173.95 is greater than 153.78. Then we add the last part. In the third year, the rate of interest for the share account increased to 4%. So does this affect who will get the most interest? There's two ways you could answer this. So you always need to make a conclusion, which is a statement. So there is going to be no change. So one way is that we could work out what's going to be Ben's interest with the new change. So let's work out how much Ben will get. So Ben will get his initial, which is 1,600, multiplied by 1.035. So to the power of 2, so this will tell you how much he will get at the end of year 2. So this would be his amount at the end of year 2. Then multiplied by 1.04, so that's the interest for the third year. So at the end of the third year, he will have 1,782.52. So his new interest is going to be received, which is going to be minus 1,600. So with the new change of interest, the interest Ben received in total is going to be 182.52. And you must state a conclusion that there is no change that Ben still has more interest, still gets more interest. Since 182.52 is still greater than Ali's. Question 3. We have the population of a city increased by 5.2% for the year 2014. So at the beginning of 2015, the population, so in 2015, the population is 1,560, so 1,560,000. Then we asked to work out the population in 2017. So this is 2 years after. Again, going to use our formula. So initial multiplied by our multiplier. So our multiplier is 100 plus 5.2, which is 105.2%. Then divided by 100, give us the multiplier, which is 1.052. Then we're interested in the beginning of 2017. So that's 2015. Then 1 year is 2016. Another year is 2017. So it's to the 2 power of 2. So you got your answer is 1726458 5.24. But remember the answer to 3SF, so you can't use 3SF from right to left. So this is your number 1, number 2, number 3. Then you're looking at the next digit. If it's greater than 5, you round up, so your final answer should be 1730000. Then part B, use Lin's assumption to work out the year in which the population of the city will reach this. So if we know 2015, we have 1560000 multiplied 1.052. So in here, basically, we want to find out which year, so how many years after it will exceed 2 million. So we're just going to try some numbers. So I'm going to try 5. Let's see what I get. So I'll have 2 million. So this number is over 2 million. So I'm just going to try what happened is after 4 years. That's under 2 million. Therefore, to reach over 2 million, it must be after 5 years. So this is what we're starting with in 2015. After 5 years, your answer should be 2020. So in 2020, it will reach 2 million. Then part 2, if Lin's assumption about the rate of increase of the population is too low, so this means that his rate of increase was 5.2%. And since his assumption is too low, this means the real rate of increase is going to be greater than 5.2. So how might this affect your answer to part B? So what happened going to be the year? So this basically means it's going to be a number above, so 1,560,000 is going to be multiplied by a number that is greater than 1.052. So this could be 10%, which is going to be make this 1.1. Then if this is greater, that means the year required will be less. So let's say the actual is 10%. That's why our multiplier is 1.1. So let's say what happened to the year when it's 10% increase? You only need 3 years to reach 2 million, over 2 million. Therefore, your conclusion should be that when the percentage growth is higher, the percentage growth is higher, the population may exceed 2 million. It's going to be earlier, because after 3 years, that would be 2018. So it will reach 2 million earlier.